Today, we are going to delve deeply into the luxurious realm of Roman bathing culture and unearth the mysteries, scandals, and social significance that lie concealed within these exquisite buildings. Now, get your towels ready because I'm going to spill the beans on the reality of Roman bathhouses. It is necessary to journey back in time to ancient Rome in order to comprehend the fascination of the Roman bathhouses. Bathhouses, also known as Thermae, played an important role in Roman society and culture. They first appeared during the Republican period, but during the Imperial time, they blossomed into magnificent and opulent structures. In the beginning, these bathhouses were not particularly elaborate. Rather, their primary focus was on providing a sanitary environment. However, throughout the course of time, they evolved into architectural marvels, blending practicality, grandeur, and the significance of their social roles. The bathhouses of ancient Rome were more than just places to get washed. They were also magnificent centers of leisure and enjoyment. Roman bathhouses were architectural marvels with exquisite mosaics, marble floors, and imposing columns among their defining characteristics. They were decked up in exquisite paintings and sculptures, which contributed to the overall ambiance of opulence and sophistication. These buildings became a representation of Roman riches and power due to the tremendous splendor that they exuded. A Roman bathhouse experience consisted of a well-planned series of rituals that involved a number of different chambers and pools. Following the frigidarium, cold water pool, guests would move on to the tepidarium, warm water chamber, and then lastly to the caldarium, hot water room. The final procedure consisted of a stimulating massage followed by the application of oil. Roman bathhouses provided a wide variety of services and amenities, including fitness centers, saunas, and steam chambers. These amenities provide a chance to unwind, engage in some friendly conversation, and get some much-needed exercise. Roman bathhouses were not just places of indulgence and luxury. They were also a hub for scandals, political intrigue, and other matters of great societal import. In addition to being places to relax, bathhouses served as epicenters of political maneuvering and served as venues for social interaction. It was common practice for powerful persons, including as senators and emperors, to hold significant conversations and forge critical alliances in public bathhouses. In the Roman bathhouses, business transactions and the playout of power dynamics took place in public settings. The Roman bathhouses had a compelling feature that was called the meeting place of power, and it was located in these huge constructions. In addition to its luxurious architecture and leisure services, bathhouses played an important part as centers for political intrigue, social networking, and the consolidation of power. This function was essential to the development of the Roman Empire. The Roman bathhouses provided a one-of-a-kind environment for social as well as political gatherings. Away from the pomp and circumstance of the Senate or other official gathering locations, the laid-back and community vibe of the bathhouses made it possible for people to have honest conversations. It was not uncommon to find high-ranking officials such as senators, generals, and even emperors engaging in conversation with their contemporaries, allies, or rivals while they were taking a bath. These conversations were not constrained by the rigorous protocols of formal politics, which enabled a greater level of honesty and an interchange of ideas among participants. The establishment of political connections and patronage networks often took place in public bathhouses during colonial America. Political officials would go to bathhouses in search of possible allies and supporters, paying special attention to individuals who went to the same establishments. The favors that are traded, the interests that are shared, and the friendships that are built in the bathhouses have the potential to stretch well beyond the confines of the bathing complex. The bathhouses offered the perfect setting for influential persons to construct networks of influence, which made them a popular location for these kinds of activities. Patrons with significant influence may win the allegiance and support of others, thereby solidifying their positions and broadening the scope of their political influence. Even the emperors were drawn in by the seductive atmosphere of the public baths. Bathhouses were frequent destinations for those emperors who wanted to give the impression that they were approachable and could identify with their subjects. The purpose of the emperors was to improve their image as benign and approachable rulers by participating in public bathing experiences. This helped to bridge the gap between the imperial throne and the general populace. Having said that, this accessibility did come with its own share of dangers. The presence of emperors and other high-ranking officials at the bathhouses made them susceptible to murder attempts and conspiracies concocted by political adversaries. These individuals were required to exercise extreme caution while in the bathhouses. The relaxed atmosphere of the bathhouses may also cause political elites to engage in contentious competition and power battles with one another. The bathhouses were hubs for political maneuvering and intrigue, and while some alliances were forged, there was also the potential for others to be severed. Within the bathhouses, intense disputes and violent altercations may break out as a result of competing interests and aspirations. Interactions between individuals who were vying for power and influence in ancient Rome might have far-reaching repercussions due to the nature of the political landscape in that time period. Bathhouses in ancient Rome were not an exception to the rule that public and private life typically entwined with one another. These areas of recreation and leisure eventually became extensions of the Roman elite's social and political existence. The interdependence of Roman society was brought even further into focus by the fact that public bathhouses were used for both social gatherings and political debates. Roman bathhouses were one of the few places in the ancient city where people of varying social classes could be found congregating together. Slaves, citizens, and even emperors all shared the same bathing places due to the communal nature of bathing. This helped break down barriers between different social strata. This made possible social relationships that would not have been possible in any other circumstance. The combination of public nudity and decadence frequently resulted in sensational encounters and questionable behavior within the bathhouses. In the lavish settings of Roman bathhouses, it was not unusual for shady dealings and passionate encounters to take place. Roman bathhouses were known as the place to be seen. An open truth about the lavish Roman bathing culture was the prevalence of scandalous encounters that took place in the public baths. The easygoing and cozy vibe of the bathhouses, along with the public nudity and indulgent nature of the establishment, could on occasion result in dubious behaviors and clandestine affairs. The Roman public delighted in spreading rumors and tales of titillation about these scandalous encounters. The Roman bathhouses were places where exposing one's naked body in public was not only tolerated but also anticipated. Visitors to the bathhouse reported feeling a greater sense of freedom and hedonism as a result of the establishment's liberal approach toward nudity and the lavish atmosphere. Individuals' inhibitions were lowered as a result of the mix of public nudity, indulgence in wine and other pleasures, and the environment that was generated as a result of this combination. And as a result, individuals felt more unrestrained and adventurous in their activities. The Roman bathhouses were popular places for illicit affairs and amorous encounters because of their cozy atmosphere, which allowed a certain degree of privacy and solitude. It was possible for people from different social situations to have illicit encounters with one another when no one was looking. Baths were frequently used as a cover for lovers to meet in secret, which led to intense encounters that may have been frowned upon or outlawed by cultural conventions and marital vows. Not only were Roman bathhouses venues for bathing, relaxation, and pleasure-seeking, but they were also centers of entertainment and pleasure-seeking. It was common knowledge that prostitutes frequented bathhouses, where they catered to the needs of customers looking for company as well as sexual interactions. Due to the somewhat permissive attitude that Roman society held toward sexual affairs, these interactions were not fully concealed from public view. However, even while these kinds of contacts were accepted to a certain extent, that did not mean they were completely free of social stigma. In some Roman bathhouses, bathing of both sexes was permitted, particularly during certain hours or in particular portions of the facility. The presence of males and women in the same areas at the same time increased the likelihood of having sexual or sexually suggestive encounters. Because of the mixing of people from different socioeconomic classes and the laid-back atmosphere, boundaries became even more hazy. As a result, individuals were given the opportunity to engage in relationships that would have otherwise been limited or discouraged. In Roman society, scandalous encounters that took place within bathhouses became the substance of which gossip and intrigue were made. People enjoyed to talk about the alleged affairs, romances, and liaisons that had taken place in these luxurious venues, since it was a popular topic of conversation. Some of the most powerful and influential personalities of the time became the topic of scandalous tales regarding their escapades within the bathhouses. Rumors and scandals often traveled like wildfire, and some of these tales involved the individual's sexual encounters. The golden age of Roman bathhouses came to an end, as all eras do in the end, just like everything else. Let's investigate both their fall from power and their lasting legacy. The demise of Roman bathhouses can be linked to a number of different circumstances, such as economic difficulties, invasions, and changing social conventions. The upkeep of such magnificent buildings became too expensive, and as the Roman Empire struggled to overcome obstacles, a great number of bathhouses were allowed to fall into decay. Even though the bathhouses of ancient Rome no longer exist in their original form, their legacy continues to this day. The custom of bathing in public has persisted in many different civilizations throughout history and is still widely practiced in some regions of the world today. The information you were looking for on Roman bathhouses has now been provided. These beautiful monuments captured the spirit of ancient Roman culture in every aspect, from the extravagant comforts they offered to the social significance and scandals that they played host to. We are grateful that you were able to accompany us on this exciting trip through the annals of history. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and spread the word so we can keep delving into the interesting tales of our past. Keep your natural sense of curiosity alive and don't stop exploring the past's unsolved puzzles. Goodbye.